Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, Blind. In the last one, we hung out with Hiyoko. That's about it. I feel like I do an intro like that every single episode, but I don't know how true that is. You know, there are always these gaps of time where it's just silent on my end. And I do a visual gag, as if you can see it. Well, I also say gag as if it's a gag. It isn't. It's usually just like a gesture or a facial expression. But you know. Anyway, in this episode, we're about to go see whatever Ibuki broke into our room to tell us. Or our entire house, I guess, really, because it's a cottage. And I assume we're probably going to get free time again, so we'll go hang out with Hiyoko and hopefully finish her free time events as long as I don't fuck up the gifts. Yeah, I mean, let's go. I will leave here. Well, let's just check who's around. Oh, Nagito, yay! Nagito, Nekomaru, Sonia by the looks of it. Oh, yeah, looks like everyone else is upstairs then, aside from Akane, Fuyuhiko. No, wait, that's not. There we go. So Fuyuhiko's over there. I don't even know why I'm bothering to check. We can't leave, as I found out last episode. Wait, was it last episode or the episode before? God damn, time, man, it's blending together. Hello, Nagito. First voice of the episode.
Hello there.
Good morning, Hajime. Yeah. Even if you ignore me, I'm already happy that our eyes have met. You really are a kind person. Yeah. Anyway, after what happened to Fuyuhiko, you understand what I was saying a little better now, right? What do you mean? Fuyuhiko involved himself in Pekko's execution. I did say that it felt unpalatable to me, but Fuyuhiko returned to us alive. He used Pekko's death as a stepladder so he could shine even brighter and cling to an even stronger hope. You.
What?
Huh? You don't agree?
Well...
But it's decided that's what hope should be. That's why you and the others progressed forward. I'm not sure if it's decided, but sure. Oops. We should chat later. We need to be at the restaurant soon. I'll go on ahead. How long does he plan to keep saying such foolish things? Probably until the end of the game. I was gonna say until he dies, but I don't think we're going to be with him that long, you know what I mean? Hey, Nekomaru. Oh, it's you, Hajime. Were you also summoned by Ibuki? Yeah, it seems so. She broke into my house, man, what can I say? She's been going around waking people up. Did she break the lock on your room too? No, that never happened. I was awakened by a knock at my door, going at a 3-3-7 clapping rhythm and some shouting. That sounds extremely annoying. Was I the only one whose room got broken into? Before to go to the trouble of waking us up, what in the world happened? I have a very bad feeling about this! Let's make haste and head over! He's right, I should hurry up too. Oh man, it looks really awkward to be looking up like that when Nekomaru isn't standing there. Sonia!
Good day.
Good morning. I'm so glad today is another clear, sunny day.
Another? More like... Actually, now that you mention it, ever since we came to this island, it hasn't rained once. Why is that? Nah, it might be best if I don't think about that too deeply. Yeah, you know, I didn't want to design new Assets? Question mark? I don't know, would you call that an asset? Sure, I'm gonna call it an asset. When I arrived at the restaurant, the first thing I saw was everyone's backs, as if they were forming a circle around something. Hey, what happened? As I said that, I peeked over everyone's shoulders, which was very easy because I am so tall. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought there was going to be like a whole musical piece, but what a dramatic sound effect. Hello. I see you have an eye patch now.
For you, Hiko, is it okay for you to be moving around like this so soon? Whatever I say after this point, I apologize in advance if I make a mistake. My last name is Kuzuryu. My first name is pronounced Hiko.
You know, that would have been real nice for you, Hiko. A couple of chapters earlier.
I'm still an inexperienced member of my family's business. From this point forward, I hope we get along so we can get to know each other better.
Well, I'll do you a free-time event sometime. But yikes. Well, it's not really yikes, it's a good thing that he's changed, but oh my god, has he changed? Oh, that's a death flag! Just saying. Can't have that many people die, but I mean, feasibly, I guess Hiyoko could kill Fuyuhiko, and that'd be the murder for this chapter. It'd be a bit of a crushing defamation? I don't know if that's the right word, but it would absolutely annihilate any sense of character development she's had, which would then make her death less likely, so... Just... What the hell was that? It's nothing, really. Just a greeting. There's no way that was just a greeting. And yet, I feel like that was the first time Fuyuhiko ever greeted us. You know, what was the first thing he said to us? Make like a tree and fuck off. Is that what he said? Am I making that up? Or is that what he said? That eye patch of yours. It's nothing.
There's no way that's nothing, since that eye is no longer...
So, you can't see out of it, huh? It's only one eye. Besides, don't I look like I gained some prestige or something? I mean, it looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
However...
Fuyuhiko. Why are you acting all cool and stuff? Don't you understand the position you're in right now?
Hiyoko.
Do you really think we'll forgive you that easily for what you did? Don't you get it? It's your fault Mahiru is dead. No, not just Mahiru. Peko died because of you, too. It's all your fault! Hiyoko, we finally been able to get together with everyone. Huh? So what if we're all here? You better not say we're friends or something. There's no way a killer like him will ever be our friend.
Yeah, you're right. It's all my fault. I already know that. It's my fault that those two are dead.
Are you planning to just give us your so what attitude?
It's not that. As he squeezed out those words, Fuyuhiko suddenly collapsed to the ground.
Fuyuhiko!
No, Hajime, it's alright. He's not like... I thought for a second there he was going to be like, oh my god, is he, like, dying again? No, he's just, you know, begging, essentially.
What the heck? Hey, don't mess with me. Do you really think we're gonna forgive you if you just drop to your knees and cry? Do you really think a half-assed apology will make us forget what you've done?
No, I don't think that at all.
okay? Uh-huh.
This is... No! It's blood! It's blood!
Hiyoko has slit his own stomach!
Oh, dude! Huh? What? Are you saying he cut open his own friggin' stomach?
What are you doing?
Forgive me with such a half-assed apology. If I don't do this, my feelings won't feel resolved.
You fool! That doesn't mean you should slice the stomach! Yeah, it's a bit rash.
We must carry him to the hospital as soon as possible.
You're right. Kazuichi, lend me a hand.
This is bad.
Yeah, sure thing. Stop it. I can walk there myself.
There's no way you can walk. Even though I took the time to patch you up, now we need to sew your wounds all over again.
I feel so ashamed. In the end, I made trouble for everyone again. Yeah, no shit. You just fucking slit your stomach in the middle of the restaurant.
Who cares about that? Let's go.
It has carried for Hiko out of the restaurant. I cannot emote very well in the Mikan voice, can I? It was so okay at the beginning. Now it's just devolved into, like, quiet high pitch. But for those of us who were left there, man, that's a really good... This is the good Hiyoko portrait, you know? That's when you know she's thinking, well, this is awkward. How should I start up a conversation?
Well,
Hey, Hiyoko. I've been thinking about this for a while, but what would Mihiru say about all this? I know you guys were best friends, so what do you think? What would Mihiru say?
what would Mahiru say? She'd probably get mad. Really mad.
Yeah, especially for Hiko.
And after she got mad...
It's definitely not possible. There's no way it'd be that easy to move on. We never had to think about death until we came to this island. So when we're forced to suddenly confront it, there's no way we'd know how we're supposed to deal with it. We're not that strong. This is a rare occurrence. You thinking about saying something inappropriate again? Now's not the best time. No, it's not that. Does anyone know where Akane is?
Ah, now that you mention it, she's gone. It's so strange for her to not join us for breakfast.
Yeah, I had noticed that she was absent from the list, but, like, people have been absent before.
I have a bad feeling about that, too.
And I know she's not dead, because we've got another day to go. A bad feeling?
I mean, hasn't she been acting a little weird these past few days?
I mean, not weird. It's pretty normal for Akane, to be honest, but...
How pitiful.
yeah, she's always weird.
But I'm a little worried, though.
Oh, there we go. She's not the one I'm worried about. Well, it's alright, Hajime. We're gonna hang out with her. An awkward feeling lingered as we finished breakfast. Soon after, we all decided to return to our cottages. I never felt so fatigued in the morning before. It's probably because of everything that's happened. But I should put that feeling aside and move on. There's no such thing as a useless day for us anymore. Well, before we go hang out with Hiyoko, there are a couple of things I wanted to do. So first of all, I want to go and actually look at the Mihiru Memorial, because we technically haven't examined it yet, and I would like to. I mean, we get dialogue for the doors, right? Oh, actually, speaking of which, I'd like to go back to the beach house as well, because, you know, we usually get some dialogue for the areas that were involved in crimes. And I haven't actually gone to see those yet. It's Mihiru's photos. Hiyoko used them as decoration. That's right. Mihiru will always be with us. Now and forever. Not just Mihiru. Byakuya, Teruteru, and Peko too. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's nice. I like that. I like that we actually have this. So I've said it before, say it 1,000 times more. Danganronpa 1, that one of its biggest flaws right there. As soon as you died, like, fuck you, you're irrelevant, you know? And, like, that's sad, you know? It kind of does make the relationship building feel almost pointless, you know? Like, you should, like... Not that it's punishing you, per se, but it's like... It sort of makes you feel that you should have only spent time with the survivors anyway. Because then there's, like, well... I was going to say an unnaturally strong bond between Makoto and everyone else who survives. But at the end of the game, I don't really know, like, statistically speaking, how long you actually get to spend with just them. But it feels like you spend a long time with just the remaining 6 survivors. And to be fair, that's largely because you've got chapters 4, 5, and 6 with them, right? Because, like, yeah, Sakura dies in chapter 4, but it's just her, and everyone else is involved quite significantly with that case. So, yeah, it feels like you've got a long time with that final 6. But everyone who dies before that... What? It's back to normal. It's like nothing happened here at all. Did Monokuma clean this place? I was supposed to say up. Or I was going to say up, but there was none. But the killing that happened here will never disappear. It can never be undone. Yeah, do we have dialogue for this? Looks like a small storage closet. It's kind of walking this. Just out of curiosity. Restocking these. Yeah, it looks pretty normal, everything else. Shower room door must be out of order. Can I actually leave through here, or is it gonna... Yeah, I can just leave through here. Okay, well, there wasn't much there, but I like the extra dialogue. Now, I kind of want to check the main, like, the central bit on the main island as well, just to see if he's going to say something about what I assume, like, the arcade machine, and also the timer. And then there's the final thing I actually wanted to check out that I mentioned last episode, and that's to see if we can go explore the rest of the hospital, because, you know, plot railroaded us a little bit. In that regard, last time we were there was an entire section of floor that we couldn't go up, and a couple of rooms that I didn't go into, or I don't think I could go into. Okay, in we go to the park. God, this episode's gonna end up being really long, isn't it? If my, I'll try and keep my... Monokuma's game is gone. Did he put it away? Yeah, it's small, but we got it. Timer. It looks like it's counting down. Why is it counting down? I have a bad feeling about this. To be honest, Hajime, I think you have a bad feeling about everything, but... I mean, rightly so, to be fair. Anyway, what was I saying? I've completely fucking forgotten what I was saying. Oh, yeah, right, my rambling forever. I mean, we've already got quite a lot from Hiyoko, so maybe one of her free time events now will just be a little bit of a fillery bit. Actually, no, it'd be faster to run this way to the hospital, I think. Yeah, right there. Boom. Right, might have one of our hidden Monokumas stuffed upstairs, which I'd like to check, of course. already got... I mean, we do already have one in here. Can't actually go in these now? Looks like this is an open room. Shouldn't be anybody inside. Okay, probably not. Can I go upstairs? Thank you. Yes, I can. Actually, wait, no, that's not the map. It's a pull-up map. Is it triangle? Yes, it is triangle. Okay. Looks like there's only 2 rooms in here that I can go into. Okay. Well, hospital equipment, right? Haha. Conference room. Okay, good. I can actually go in these. Hotel. Hospital conference room. This room is... There's a lot of chairs and desks here. I guess it's sort of like a conference room? Yeah, I wonder what gave you that impression, Hajime? Projector. It's a projector. Well, it's not strange for it to be in a conference room, after all. Oh, God. I don't know if you heard that, but I just tried to say... Hey, I see the Monokuma up there! Oh, God, him hiding in his sombrero, and I forget what that thing's called. It's a big curtain. A big black curtain inside a hospital. Doesn't really seem like it belongs. Is that because this is a conference room? I mean, I'd imagine yes. If we've got a projector in here, you do need to dim the lights somehow. Yes, you have, Monokuma. And now I just got an extra 10 Monocoins to spend. Window, chairs... Well, actually, no, those aren't chairs. I think it's the tables. It's a really big window. This room looks more spacious thanks to that. It's a folding desk. They probably arranged these inside the conference room during meetings. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so, well, nice. Got our hidden Monokuma. Goody goody gumdrops. And in the back room, and then we're done. We can go find Hiyoko. Staff room. That was not what it was called in the little box description there. On-call room. Lovely. Very packed in here. This isn't a room for patients. It looks more like an on-call room for hospital staff. But all this cluttered medical equipment makes it look like a storage room. If this is the only on-call room. Working at a hospital must be tough work. Yeah, I can't imagine it not being. So if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck is going on with this island? Not much to look at by the looks of things. I imagine there probably isn't a Monokuma hidden in here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Medical equipment and nursing tools. There's a lot of other medical stuff here too. This room looks like it's used to store equipment. Great observation. Oh, wait, was it the bed? It was the bed. There's a bed. It resembles the ones in the patient rooms, but these are probably for breaks. Okay, great. Well, done checking that out. Somewhat worthwhile. Hiyoko, where are you? Not there. Not there. You are, however, there in the music venue parking lot. Okay, cool. Not too far then. Monami? Not Monami, Usami! I mean, same difference really, but... but, you know, call my pet by its correct name. Had not pooped. I don't think... Has Usami pooped at all? I feel like Usami doesn't poop. I think that's an observation I also already made, but, you know... Gotta say it again, because that's just the Nathan way, isn't it? Leave here, yes. Alright. So music venue... I think that's this way, right? Yes! Titty Typhoon. I think she's inside this area, right? Not outside it. Yes, yes she is. There she is. How you doing, Hiyoko? Well, not well based on this morning, but how you doing? Yeah, that's sort of what I thought. I haven't actually... I was going to talk about it, but I ended up not doing that. Yeah, I mean, I've said this over and over again. I think she is entirely justified in how angry she is about it. About everything that happened last chapter. But Fuyuhiko is trying to, like, repent for... Well, maybe not repent, but trying to apologize for it, you know? And so I want to say, I hope she forgives him later. But you know what I think is gonna happen. It's the entire reason I'm doing her free time events now. I hope both of them do survive this, even this game. So I feel like what you can explore with these two is interesting, right? Because we didn't have that in Danganronpa 1. This is an entirely unique situation. I mean, it is a pretty unique situation overall in the sense that Fuyuhiko is kind of a murderer, but not in the sense that, like, Genocide Jack was a murderer, right? Like, he's kind of been responsible for killing someone here, but he's survived the trial, you know? And he just so happened to be involved with the murder of someone else was close with. So I think it would be really nice if they explored the Hiyoko Fuyuhiko dynamic, especially considering that we already had the Fuyuhiko Mihiru dynamic, you know? It was one of those standout things from this game in the early well, primarily chapter 1. You got it a little bit in chapter 2, ironically enough. Yeah, like, the conflict between them was kind of what endeared me to Mihiru quite a lot. Although I suppose that, stubborn bravery kinda did end up getting her killed in the long run. But, yeah. Yeah, look, all I'm saying is, I think it would be very interesting to have Hiyoko and Fuyuhiko survive and develop their own sort of relationship. Because, you know, they have one as of right now, but, you know, I'd like to see it develop a little bit. Also, I just really don't want her to die, you know? I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's anyone I want to die. Like, there never is in Danganronpa, even my least favourite characters in Danganronpa 1. I was never like, oh god, I hope Leon just bites it. Oh, Hifumi, get out of here. But, yeah, you know, there's no one in Danganronpa 2 like that so far either. I mean, I certainly find some characters to be more boring than the others, you know, in the same vein as Leon and Hifumi. But I expressly don't want Hiyoko to die. And I think there's a lot of room to do things with Fuyuhiko individually as well, as of right now, so I hope he survives as well. At least for, like, a chapter longer, you know? Please. What should I do? Should I hang out with Hiyoko? Oh, that's nice. The message has changed to, like, can I even hang out with Hiyoko? Everyone here is so gross. I don't understand any of you. I stood next to Hiyoko while she stayed silent. Looks like Hiyoko and I grew a little closer. I would definitely like to give her a present. I think it's potpourri time, right? Probably faster to go this way. Potpourri. Where's the potpourri? I don't think it's too far from here, is it? Toy camera. Oh, the Carillion photography. Ugh. Mocking me. Okay, maybe it was... Okay, yeah, it was... I apparently went right past it, so... Oh, wrong way. There we go. Sure, let's go from here. Okay, no, it is definitely higher than the rose in vitro. Oh my god, where is it? Where's the potpourri? Come on, Muko's nice. There it is, there's the potpourri.
Wow, what is this? It's amazing! Yep, this truly shows Japan's beauty. I've never received anything that made me this happy. I'll take good care of it, okay?
Jeez.
Man, this place has awful food. I want to eat proper Japanese food.
You like Japanese food?
I like it.
Of course.
Yeah. Makes sense based on our previous interaction. Well, the first one, anyway. Actually, I guess that kind of... I hadn't really thought about it, but that makes a lot more sense than I was even really thinking about in the first place. Because, like, she's a traditional upper-class Japanese... not noble, per se, but you know what I mean, right? She's a highly traditional... or a member of a highly traditional family. Kind of makes sense that she's almost exclusively into Japanese things.
Rice, fish, vegetables, miso, soy sauce. I could totally live off that stuff alone.
I mean, I could probably live off of fish and soy sauce. I don't know about the others, though. Like, exclusively.
I seriously can't stand smelly, oily people who eat tons of meat.
Oh, like Akane, I imagine. I mean, she's very shiny, I will say.
They think and act like stupid animals.
As usual, your attitude is terrible.
Besides, Japan has lots of delicate, refined, high-quality things. Why do they gotta suck up to worthless countries who can only brag about how big they are?
Oh, yeah, you are definitely, what is that? Patriotic. There we go. I was going to say patriarchal. No. Different one. Very much a traditional patriotic sort of thing.
Jeez.
Why don't... They don't need to import anything from those stupid places.
You should stop before you seem too racist.
Boring.
Oh, how boring. Jeez, that's why opportunists are such useless cowards.
You're not scared of anything, huh? Oh, that's one good thing about Hiyoko. I guess.
I'm just saying, we should take good care of the things that are close to us.
Oh, really?
I know I have an old-fashioned way of thinking because I'm involved in a hobby with over 400 years of history.
Oh, well, she knows.
But what's wrong with old-fashioned things?
Well, I think in this context, it comes off as a bit racist.
Of course, I don't intend to disagree with the new direction kabuki theater is taking these days, but I think it's a good thing to protect things that need to be protected.
And for some, I sort of, gave off that impression. I didn't give off that impression. You gave off the impression a couple of lines ago, Hiyoko, but I'm not entirely sure you're talking about theatre or food when you say that. That's unexpected. I guess even you say decent things sometimes.
What? How mean. I'm always serious. I seriously love traditional dancing, Japanese candy, and Japanese food. And as much as I love these, I seriously love stomping on disgusting things.
That's something you really needed to mention.
Well, I'm sure a boring commoner like you won't understand. Well, whatever. I always make it a habit to relax the tips of my fingers.
I'm sorry?
This is the source of the Japanese traditional dance.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, what? No, it's for, like, the hand movements that I was talking about last episode, right? Traditional dancing, huh? Now you mention it, I've never actually seen a performance, aside from when I saw you perform earlier.
Even if you do go to one, you're definitely just gonna fall asleep in the middle of it.
Maybe. But if you're the one doing the dancing, I'll make sure to stay awake. Oh, Hajime. That's real nice of you. Yeah. You see, you've sort of had this not inclination, that's the wrong thing. Like, in Danganronpa 1, I said this, that when Makoto didn't want to hang out with someone, you could really feel it, and it kind of, like, dragged down the free time events a little bit. Namely with Hifumi. It was pretty much just with Hifumi. Like, it wasn't even like that with Jack. It was... he was like, this seems a bit weird, but... And he still went along with it. And I think it's because I like Hiyoko that it hasn't really done anything for me in... Like, Hajime's attitude towards her hasn't really done anything for me. He also hasn't really said that much. But it's like, you get lines like this, right? And it's like, oh, Hajime, you are a nice guy. You aren't entirely dismissing her. Because, like, you only really got that with Hifumi in the very last free time event from Makoto. So, I'm glad we've got this here. I'm sure she'll also appreciate that. Yeah. Aww.
Daddy said the same thing, too.
Huh?
Then I'll make sure to specifically invite you the next time I perform.
Understand?
But in exchange, if you fall asleep, I'll publicly humiliate you. I'll record you when you're at your ugliest and upload it on the internet.
Got it. I'll pay attention. I feel like I made a promise on the fly that I really shouldn't have, but Hiyoko looks unexpectedly happy, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I know the exact current atmosphere around young people in traditional Japanese dance, but I forget if it was Hiyoko or Nagito who said this, but during her introduction it was like, oh yeah, pretty much all my fans are just middle-aged to old guys. So I imagine there's certainly something in her that's like, I don't appeal to young people and they think I'm boring. I'm sure like there's something like that going on with her. So I'm sure to hear that from Hajime was particularly nice. On top of the fact that it's something her dad would say as well, and we obviously know she likes her dad more than she likes pretty much anyone else in her family. So yeah, you know what, Hajime? Yeah, I'll give you a good old stamp on this one. I think you definitely said the right thing there. Even if it was, like, technically unintentional. It's like he knew what her dad was like. But yeah, no. Come on, Hajime. We'll definitely escape with her. If I believe in my heart that it'll be true, it'll come true. It won't be like Mihiru. Ugh. God fucking damn it. You better not die, Hiyoko. After talking to Hiyoko about random things for a while, I returned to my cottage. Yeah, see, you just chatted with Hiyoko as well. So, like, that's nice. That's, like, it's the small things that matter to me, you know? Like, something like that. Hiyoko would never just randomly chat with Hajime otherwise. Or, like, before that, you know? Weird as it is, they've somehow bonded. It's still bright out. Still plenty of time today. There's no way I can just stay here and do nothing. Maybe we should try going somewhere else. Well, first of all, gotta look at that report card. Hiyoko, how you doing? I was about to press R. Instead of going along with Western ideals, we must protect what's important to us. I'm impressed that Hiyoko feels that way. I wouldn't mind seeing her dance sometime. I mean, again, technically you already have Hajime, but I suppose not all the extra events can be canon, can they? No, I was gonna say, like, oh, that event, that free time event was gonna be total filler, but it actually ended up, down on the beach. It actually ended up not really being filler at all, did it? It felt like it was at the beginning. Sort of like a, reflection, not a reflection, a repeat of her first one when we were talking about her love of cute Japanese candy. It's the star candy. I forget what it's actually called. Is it Confeito? Confeito? I forget what it's actually called, but yeah, I thought it was just going to be a repeat of that, sort of, but It had a nice ending. I liked it. Now, the last one. The last ones are pretty much always good. So, let's see what we got here, Hiyoko. I hope you like Rose in Vitro, because it's what I'm going to give you. Still feeling a little glum.
I wonder what Mihiru would do.
What should I do? Should I hang out with Hiyoko?
He must be really bored.
I spent some time today being verbally abused by Hiyoko, but she seemed less abusive than usual. Yeah, looks like Hiyoko and I grew a little closer. Should I like to give Hiyoko a present? Definitely. I would like to give her the rose in vitro. Let's see, it's not too... There it is! I nearly went right past it. Rose in vitro!
Whoa, what is this? It's amazing. Yep, I've already done this.
But yeah, no, like that board thing, I think that's sort of... Like, you must be really bored. I'm sure that's probably something she thinks a lot. Considering that she is highly traditional. She appeals to the older crowd because of that. Also, I think that's probably to do with well, not to do with, but, considering the keep everyone at arm's length sort of mentality, and the you don't have many friends thing. I'm sure she thinks that because she's quote-unquote boring, that also plays a part in it. So it's like, why bother trying if no one's going to be interested in what she does? Which is probably why she's ended up liking both Hajime and Mihiru. Because, like, they've shown an interest in her. Do you know what I mean? Like, Mihiru gave her the time of day, beyond just being, like, the mother figure that she needed. Like, Mihiru gave her the time of day. And, like, Hajime's expressed interest in her as well as, like, her talent. So, it all checks out. She looks like she's in a bad mood for some reason.
I've been stewing over it for a while, but they seriously piss me off. Right?
Who are you talking about?
Who cares? You gotta agree with me first. Aren't you on my side? So mean. You're totally gawking at that bitch while I'm this pissed off.
Hold on a second, calm down. I don't know who you're talking about.
You just think about it on your own.
I have no idea what's going on anymore, but I can't just stay silent about this. Hiyoko is probably talking about... Akane, Sonia, or Chiaki. I have no idea. I mean, she wouldn't get upset about Akane. Granted, she's talked about Akane twice. And she has mentioned Sonia, so that's a good one to go for. But purely based on... No, I was going to say purely based on Hajime. Maybe it's Chiaki, but... Hiyoko's called Chiaki lame as well. Maybe it is Sonia then, because, like, the last time she mentioned Sonia, it was like, go steal her panties or something, wasn't it? So... She hasn't knocked Sonia yet. And actually, I mean, Sonia is kind of like a more mature Hiyoko, isn't she? They're both sort of like nobility, blonde, I don't know. It was pretty much just like the noble sort of thing. I'm gonna go Chiaki, but I think it might be Sonia. You talking about Chiaki?
I believe Chiaki is the most dangerous, sneakiest one here. But I'm not talking about her right now. She's too obvious.
Oh, okay. Seriously, I have no idea. Wow. Okay, so it actually wasn't bad, but okay. Yeah. Is it Sonia?
That's right. That bitch is getting totally carried away, right?
Really? I think she's been like that all along. What are you talking about?
I don't care if she's a princess or a foreigner. She gets away with it because you'll pamper her like crazy.
Oh, she wasn't actually crying for that one.
I don't care if she's a princess or a foreigner. She gets away with it because you'll pamper her like crazy.
Oh, yeah. Also, she's a foreigner. Yeah.
Ew. Especially that idiot Kazuichi. He's obviously an annoying, pathetic virgin.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like, come on, Hiyoko, cut him some slack.
Maybe I should punish him first as a lesson to the rest of you.
She just casually made a dangerous threat.
Come on, Hajime, let's go beat him up right now.
No. Why?
Oh, then how about we go gang up on Sonia?
No.
Boring.
What? How boring. Fine, I guess you like that stupid pig more than me. That's why you're so cold toward me.
Oh, come on, don't cry. I'm not trying to side with anyone.
Huh? You're not on my side?
Seriously, hold on. Why do you even hate Sonia? You sure you're not just jealous of her?
What? Of course not.
I mean, maybe not. If she was talking about being... I mean, well, I can see yes and no, right? Like, I'm sure she's enjoyed being pampered for most of her life, and no one really likes her here, so... You know... But, you know, on the flip side, it might just be like, ew, don't pamper people. I know what happens when you pamper people. You know, that sort of thing. Then just leave her alone.
No.
She seriously pisses me off. If you're not on my side, then I definitely don't want to leave her alone.
Okay, maybe that's more what it's about then. I know, because, like, she said it a couple times. It's like, did she just want to make sure Hajime's gonna, like, be there for her? What's with her whining? Is she really in high school? Fine. I guess I'm on your side. Seriously, though, just forget about Sonia. But that doesn't mean I'm taking her side, alright? I'm definitely siding with you. Happy now?
Really?
Yeah.
You're so easy. Can't believe my fake crying tricked you again.
I'm gonna be honest, Hiyoko, considering that sprite right there, portrait, I'm not so convinced those ones were actually fake tears. Or at least not all of them. Like, some of them, yeah, like the exaggerated, you know the one. Head tilted back, mouth open wide. Like, yeah, that one's totally mock crying. But... sorry, crocodile tears, that's a way better one to go for. Yeah, no, like, these ones, the one where she's got, like, the blush on her face. Yeah, that's a little more genuine, if you ask me. And I feel like, I mean, maybe it was just for the sake of making sure to see Hajime would side with her. Maybe it was actually a thing against Sonia, but I think ultimately what she wanted to take from this was, is Hajime gonna be, like, would Hajime support her? And I think maybe the prospect that he wouldn't, like, did genuinely upset her, because, you know, I think it's just safe to say that these two are, like, she thinks that he's her friend at this point. So, you know, I'm sure it hurt a lot to think that maybe they weren't, and she was friendless, which especially hurts considering where we are in the story, you know? Like, she's already lost her best friend, and only friend at the time. To make another one and have them be like, no, fuck you. Like, that would hurt, undoubtedly. But that interpretation of it is very circumstantial, you know? She really shouldn't say that with tears in her eyes. Yeah.
You're really kind-hearted. Well, in your case, I guess that's a good thing.
I don't even care anymore.
That's the case. Let's throw stones at someone.
Hell no! Jeez. She's not being an unbearable brat. She can be pretty adorable. I know, right? She's not cute in, like, the who sort of way. She's... Do I want to say little sister cute? Because you know what I mean when I say that, but, like... Should I really say that? She's cute in the same way Chihiro's cute. Shall we go with that? Let's go with that. And I guess that strength has been supporting Hiyoko this whole time. Since I understand that now, maybe that means a bond is formed between Hiyoko and myself. So, I'll protect her. But if I say that to her, she'll definitely treat me like a slave. No, I don't think so, Hajime, but... It's good on you, man. I sincerely hope that pays off. I mean, don't get me wrong, she'd probably take it as she probably would take advantage of you a little bit, you know? But I think that's not necessarily because she's a piece of shit, and more so because she just doesn't really know how friends do. You just unlock the skill Pivot Turn. Give yourself a pat on the back, you've earned it. Oh, right. Oh my god. Yeah, you've earned Hiyoko's undergarments. I completely forgot you earn underwear for completed these, and I don't remember... I don't understand how I forgot that, considering that I definitely remember getting Mihiru's, but, great, now I have Hiyoko's. After engaging in a pointless argument for a bit, I returned to my cottage.
Why don't you want to go throw stones with me, Hajime? Don't you like me?
It's getting dark outside. It's nighttime already, huh? That felt fast. Ever since I arrived at this island, a day passes by abnormally fast. Oh, ding dong. The doorbell? Does that mean someone's here? I cautiously walked towards the door and opened it slowly, wary of what might be on the other side.
Nice to have met ya!
Hey, Buki! Start and end the day with you, huh?
It's the past tense of nice to meet you. You know, since we've already exchanged nice to meet yous.
Hey, Buki! You again. Hey, how you doing, dude?
That's totally it!
Allow me to apologize for surprising you with my sudden visit. I'm sorry.
It's a lot better than last time when you broke into my room.
You must be the type to hold grudges. My ears and joints hurt.
That means you have gout. So, what do you want?
Ibuki doesn't get it either, but it looks like an invitation was sent to everyone.
Invitation? Oh, that's not good.
See, this thing!
Oh. What the? That's totally a girl's writing. Okay, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking more so based on color scheme. Pretty sure Ibuki wrote that. Okay, never mind. I thought this was going to be like from Monokuma, but... Let's see. A recovery party for Fuyuhiko at... Oh, and 5. That's a fucking... At Titty Typhoon at 9 p.m. What is this? This Monokuma's doing again?
How rude! Don't put that in the same category as Monokuma.
Is this your doing?
I don't know what you're talking about at all. Ibuki just brought the invitation.
It's definitely her.
Well then, Ibuki has some preparation, so I'll go on ahead. I'll leave it to you.
She even said preparations. She's completely behind this. Titty Typhoon. It's that music venue on the third island, right? 9 p.m. That's in 30 minutes! Even though it's a party for Hiko's recovery, is he even going to be able to come? After all, he just slit his stomach this morning. She took the trouble to do this out of goodwill. I guess I should head over to the music venue. Wow, we're going to end the episode the exact same way we ended last episode. Getting invited somewhere by Ibuki. Yay! Anyway, let's check Hiyoko, and then we'll end the episode. And I guess I need to check her underwear as well. She might have been trying to fake her tears, but they seemed real to me. I told Hiyoko that I'm on her side, and she admitted that my kindness was probably a good trait. Yeah, you know what? I really liked her free time events. I really did. They were a lot more revelatory about her than Mihiru's were, but I probably like Mihiru's more, because I think I like Mihiru more. That's not what I think. I know I like Mihiru more, but Hiyoko's was really good. Really, really dug into her. I love these ones. Maybe it's just a thing with the arsehole characters, right? Because, like, Byakuya and Toko in Danganronpa 1, they both had really good free time events. And Hiyoko's was the same, like... really liked them. I mean, don't get me wrong. Well, I get it, right? It doesn't really excuse the fact that she's a bitch. But, like, at the same time, it's like, I get it. If I'm gonna forgive Fuyuhiko over, like, this murder business, you really think I'm gonna hold being a bit of a piece of shit against Hiyoko? Like, not at all. Yeah, no, I really liked him. I really liked him. She's shot up real high in terms of, like, my favorite characters. Like, I think in this cast alone, like, to be fair, I have only really spent time with her, Mihiru, and Gundam. And of those three, I mean, just on sheer likability, she's third. But I'm gonna have to, as of right now, put her just slightly above Gundam, you know? It's like, right now, favorite character, Mihiru, then Hiyoko, then Gundam. I've chosen some good ones, I think. Or at the very least, characters that I've ended up really liking for my free time here. Which is great. I mean, it's sort of the same thing in Danganronpa 1 as well. I ended up really liking Taka, really liking Celeste, really liking Kyoko, really liking Toko. So, it was all fun. And what does her ability do? Erases all dummy panels during the closing argument. Okay. I mean, that's not actually that helpful in terms of the fact that the thing's difficult, but that does sort of make it a little quicker, doesn't it? So, that's actually quite nice. Purely for the sake of, like, convenience, you know? It also means I don't have to think about it that hard. So, because, like, yeah, I don't... Not to brag, but I don't really struggle with closing arguments. But it doesn't really matter. It's nice. It's a... it's a term for it, but it's just not coming to me. So I'm going to stick with the, like, player convenience. Anyway, that's the end of the episode. In the next one, we will go see Ibuki again. What? And yeah, I guess we'll have that one extra free time tomorrow, which I will obviously spend with Gundam. And then... Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. And until then, goodbye.